Hey there, my name is E.T. and I'm an intuitive card reader and a Reiki master. My intention for you, so something regarding your intuition. My intention for you in this message is to pull some cards to learn about the situation and then connect with the archangels, the animals, and the crystal spirits to give you some advice and some support through whatever that situation may be. Before I sat down, I did some meditation and I channeled some messages, as well as just noticed some things in my environment that I think are significant. So I was out on a walk, and right before I came in to do this reading, randomly in a field of grass, a tag came flying across my feet. So the following details might be significant to you or might confirm to you that this is your reading. Your name might be Michael, your name might be TJ, your name might be Marshall, or that might be a middle or last name of yours, or the person or people that we're dealing with in this reading. You may be born on December 5th, December 14th. You may also be 28 years old or born in 1994. Okay? Before I sat down to do this reading, I was highly called to recommend to somebody to cleanse and clear their workspace. And workspace is significant because I also sort of intuited back right corner of your home. Okay? Back right corner of your home needs some cleaning, and often the back right corner of your home in terms of energy and feng shui has to do with, I believe, work, business, career, success in those areas. So you might want to do some cleaning there, empty the trash, no clothes left around, right? Do the laundry. I recently learned that old clothes that you've worn carry your energy and whatever karma you were working through as you wore them. So especially if you clothes that you wear to sleep as you work through astral energies, right, are not good to be sitting around in your space. I'm not saying that you don't put your clothes in the hamper, but if they're sitting around everywhere, that those energies can sort of keep other energies connected to them, can keep stagnant energies around, and you sort of keep you from even having the awareness that you've shifted into a new energy because it still feels stuck and stagnant. So that's a very specific message for somebody. But without further ado, 3 minutes in, 2 more things I'd like to sort of say, or songs rather, and this is tapping into this sort of nostalgic energy that's been around the last couple days. The Reason by Hoobastank and The Fray, All at Once, or the song All at Once by The Fray, may be helpful to you. There may be a message in either of those songs for you. Okay? For The Fray, what I wrote down, because I did want to capture this, what I wrote down was, or the song All at Once rather, is all at once the crowd begins to say, right? Sometimes the hardest thing and the right thing are the same. Okay? So there has something to do with doing the right thing even though it's the hard thing, and it might have to do with protection in some way, or land. Maybe even being a guardian in some way, shape, or form. Okay? So I'm obviously not going to sing The Reason to you by Hoobastank, but that is also significant. Alright, I think I got through most of my little channeled messages here. Let's go ahead and see what your situation is. One more quick shuffle. And weird, usually I like to see what comes out, but I just got called to make 3 piles and pick from them. Passage. Family. Okay, so I have another story. And uncertainty. Okay. My intention was, or still is, obviously, that these cards represent past, present, and future. So it's not necessarily a wonderful outcome there, but at the bottom of the deck we have renewal. And this card did come out in an earlier reading this week, having to do with transformation. The frog going under it's transformation. And actually, I didn't realize it here. He's wearing a little crown. So this transformation might be from the frog into a prince. But what I was thinking when I said transformation, and also with Blue Lotus here, that transforms from within the mud and blooms on the surface. But tadpoles and frogs, I was thinking of that transformation and the renewal that comes from that, renewal of life. But this, to me, with this woman touching the frog, makes me think of renewal of a relationship of some sort. The frog to the prince. Okay? So this might have this message, I'm feeling very strongly, has to do with family and relationships. Okay? So if any of the details that I said at the beginning of this reading are significant to you, the day Friday might be significant, either last week or this coming Friday. This might be a message for you. So, in the past, this is giving, it's Two of Wands energy, or maybe it's Four of Wands energy, where you're looking out, waiting for your boats to come in. But for me here, Four of Wands energy. For me here, you're looking out at the expanse, at the vastness, wondering which way to go. So that might have been your past. You might be faced with some sort of decision, or you're at a crossroads regarding your family. If this isn't a situation that you're currently in, then perhaps in the next coming days, a situation regarding your family, since this would be your present energy. Coming together with family. Unity and something to do with love and speaking. Expression of truth, expression of love, expression of unity with your family is either your present energies or what you'll be moving into. So there was uncertainty, you weren't sure which way to go. Perhaps your family will help you, or a message regarding your family will influence your way forward. The reason I want to say influence your way forward is because there is uncertainty, and this is the card representing your future. There is uncertainty regarding this situation and the future. Okay? But what I want to sort of highlight in this card, because uncertainty can sometimes be seen as a bad thing, especially when it's coming with change, right? I don't know why that sort of came up, but I'm looking at the light here and the contrast of dark to light and the thicket of thorns that looks like it's behind her, and an illuminated path is in front of her. So I think the uncertainty may lie around the way forward in this connection, right? You were debating things, or you weren't unsure, you were trying to think about a way forward with some sort of family connection or something having to do with family. And it might have triggered a dark night of the soul. Or there might be some uncertainty around the way forward, right? But there's butterflies and light and guidance. So deers, to me, are mysterious animals, right? We only really see them at between dusk and dawn. I think there's a word for that, but I'm gonna mess that up. It's some tripuscular. It basically means they only show up when the sun is setting or when the sun is rising. And that's not true. Obviously, we see them during other times, but they're most present during those times. And to me, that sort of is, because that's a transition period, it makes me feel like the uncertainty is around some sort of change or transition, but you shouldn't be worried about that because you have an animal, or you have a spirit, or some sort of being guiding you who is in their element in this. Okay? So that's good news. Even though it might be a little scary, or you're just, not on the stablest of ground, Spirit is guiding you. Look out for butterflies as signs. Black-eyed Susans, yellow flowers, and deer. Okay, so don't if you're not currently in this energy, or you're not currently dealing with some sort of situation with family, then this could be people who you see as family, or you consider to be family, your work family. But don't stress about it, okay? Only take what resonates, and don't try to make it fit if it doesn't fit, okay? It doesn't seem like it's a bad thing. It just seems like it's an uncertain thing in terms of what's coming in the future. And so we can always speculate, and I could even pull tarot on it, but the overall feeling that I'm getting is just trust your guidance, because even if you try to toil over it and use your left or your whatever brain is the logical side, it's not going to get you anywhere. This is part of the passage, okay, to bring it together. Part of this passage that you're going to go through, that you were standing here waiting to go through, and now that you have to sort of pass through this thicket of thorns, part of it is a lesson to learn about relying on your spirit guides, relying on intuition and guidance from trusted sources is what I'm hearing here. So when I hear trusted sources, I thought of the news, but right after that I thought of a grandparent or a passed away loved one. So you might be being guided by a passed away loved one. I'm getting the chills right now. So you are absolutely being guided despite this being a potentially sticky situation with the thorns. Okay? So I'm going to pull a couple cards, see how many come out in terms of advice and connecting to divine wisdom of the animal spirits and the archangels. Thank you. Thank you. This came out earlier today. Let's get 3 just to make it even. Thank you. Okay, and this also came out earlier today, and I shuffled these pretty good. At the bottom of the deck we have Accept Your Magnificence with the tiger. Oh shoot, I'm running out of time. I'll be back with the rest of this message.